let us set sail on the waves of knowledge, in a magical vessel of thoughts and feeling, all steered by the handsome hand of the very clever Professor
Eddie Hurst. Otters. Ah yes, otters. Otters were originally invented in the year of our Lord 1873 as a way to combat cold callers. Back in those times, anyone could knock on your door without a license. And so the otter was a savvy way to strike down would-be solicitors with a quick whip of the hip. After a lukewarm soft opening, the otter was exported across the world, flashing its wares as the hottest little sausage in town. Everyone from Antoinette to Harry Edison were caught in possession of them and were soon put to death for their sins. But otters were found even earlier than this. The first known reports were by Vikings exploring the New World. Ship logs report descriptions of a creature with a face like a tap that's been dropped on a shag carpet and an ass that could go on for days. Needless to say, these naughty nautical tradesmen of pillage quickly took the humble otter as a symbol of cracking wise and just keeping it chill. And to this day on Swedish ships, you may well spot the eye of an otter, ready to spit out an anchor at the drop of a hat, or to accept a sailor's promise. Our last chapter, deep inside the otter, turns us to the 1970s, man. Beatles mania had turned from a juicy spiced tea to a used catheter, and record executives could sense a change in the waters. Harry Cookenballs, an executive at Penny Bean Records, overheard a shanty in an Oldham nightclub whilst taste testing samples of the county's finest cocaine. Upon inspection, it turned out to be an old squeal of the humble otter. He knew a hit when he saw one, and much like those wiggly wet rodents of yore that would keep Protestants from the doors of the great and good, the noble slipweasel was brought at last to public consciousness again. From every jukebox to disco, from Paris to Frisco, everyone was tapping their feet to the rhythm of the water dog's teat. And then, in 1973, a mere 100 years after their invention, they were brought to extinction following rumours that their whiskers could be boiled as medicine to cure communism. Little did they know, it was actually the flea of an otter that would lead the way to neoliberalism. And the rest, as they say, is 100% factually accurate, definitely true history. Good night.